Be honest. Most people instantly picture a guy. Maybe that toxic ex, or the boss who thought the sun rose and set on his schedule. But narcissism isn't a male-only thing. Nope. Female narcissists are out there too. And trust me, they can be just as destructive, if not more. Welcome back to Relationship Therapy. If you're new here, I'm Dr. K, a marriage and family therapist with over 25 years of experience in diagnosing behaviors, treating emotional patterns, and helping individuals and couples succeed both personally and professionally. Today, we're diving into a really important and often overlooked topic: the female narcissist and her love bombing. Their tactics are usually more subtle, more emotional, and way harder to detect. That's why today we're breaking down what love bombing from a female narcissist really looks like, why it's so dangerous, and how to protect yourself if you find yourself caught in her web. So first off, what even is love bombing? Love bombing is exactly what it sounds like: an explosion of love and affection, at least on the surface. It's when someone completely overwhelms you with attention, praise, gifts, and intimacy to hook you in. It's fast, intense, and honestly, it feels amazing at first. But when it's coming from a narcissist, it's all a trap. It's not real love, it's manipulation. Now, when a female narcissist does it, it can feel even more convincing because she'll use traits we often associate with caring, nurturing, and connection. She'll listen to you like no one ever has. She'll empathize with your childhood wounds. She might even bring you soup when you're sick, or write you deep, heartfelt texts. And you think, wow, this is what I've been waiting for. But the truth? It's all part of the game. Why female narcissists are especially dangerous. Here's the deal. Society often sees women as the more emotionally intelligent, more compassionate, more giving gender. So when a woman leans into those roles, caring, listening, comforting, you're naturally less suspicious. You let your guard down, and that's exactly what she wants. While a male narcissist might try to dazzle you with charm or dominance, a female narcissist plays the caretaker. She might come off as your perfect partner, best friend, or even a mother figure. She makes you feel seen, safe, supported. It's not just romantic, it's emotional, almost therapeutic. And that's the hook, especially for people who've been through trauma or have a history of codependent relationships. This feels like home. But really, it's a carefully constructed trap. And here's the kicker. Even when she's being kind, there's usually an agenda. It's not generosity, it's bait. Let's talk about who she is. So what does a female narcissist actually look like? Not literally, though yes, she may be very polished or put together, but behaviorally, she often presents herself as the overachiever or perfect mom, the endlessly giving friend, the woman who's always the victim in every past relationship. She might tell you everyone else in her life has let her down, but you're different. You're special. You're the one she's been waiting for. But behind that carefully curated image is someone who needs constant validation, control, and admiration. She's not interested in a real relationship. She wants power, and she'll use your emotions to get it. The love bombing timeline, aka how you get hooked. Let me break this down because this is where the manipulation really kicks in. Idealization. She puts you on a pedestal. You're the best thing that's ever happened to her. She texts constantly, gives you all her attention, mirrors your dreams and values. Enmeshment. Suddenly, you're spending every moment together. She wants to move fast. Talks about forever within the first few weeks. You lose track of your own space and boundaries. Dependency. By now, you're emotionally hooked. You crave her approval. When she's happy with you, it feels amazing. When she's distant, you feel panic. Devaluation. This is where things get twisted. The sweet, loving woman starts to criticize you, subtly at first. She might guilt trip you, pull back emotionally, or make passive-aggressive comments. Control. You're on eggshells. You try harder, do more, give more, just to get back to the way things were, but it never lasts. Discard or hoovering, she might cut you off cold, or she'll play the yo-yo game, disappearing and coming back just to keep you hooked. Let's talk about the fallout. So you're probably wondering, why is this so devastating? Because it messes with your mind. One minute, you're the center of her world. The next, you're confused, anxious, questioning your own reality. This back and forth creates a trauma bond. Your brain literally starts associating this person with both the best highs and the worst lows. It becomes addictive, like emotional whiplash. People coming out of these relationships often experience panic attacks, depression, obsessive thoughts, isolation, deep confusion. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize what happened to them until it's over. And even when it's over, the healing takes time. You might replay conversations in your head. You might miss her. You might even feel guilty, like you broke something good. But remember, that wasn't real love. It was a performance. Why is it so hard to walk away? You'd think once the red flags start flying, people would just bounce, right? But it's not that easy. That original version of her, the loving, supportive, nurturing one, is still in your mind. You believe she's in there somewhere. You just want her back. And if you're empathetic or trauma impacted, you're even more likely to stay. You might feel guilty leaving. You might think you're the problem. And she'll definitely feed into that. She'll say things like, after everything I did for you, you're just like everyone else. I thought you loved me. Sound familiar? Things female narcissists say during the love bomb phase keep your ears open. Some of these might sound romantic, but they're often signs of manipulation. You're the only one who really gets me. We're meant to be. I've never felt this way before. You're my soulmate. I'd die without you. Notice the intensity. It's always turned up to 11. Who do they usually target? Great question. Female narcissists often zero in on people who are empathetic and giving, going through a rough time, divorce, grief, big life changes. People pleasers or codependent, struggling with self-worth. Why? Because these individuals are more likely to see the love bombing as real and less likely to walk away. Also, many targets come from childhoods where love had strings attached. So this intense up and down dynamic, it feels familiar. Even though it's unhealthy, the nervous system doesn't know the difference. Red flags to watch. Let me be super clear here. These are huge red flags. She moves way too fast. She shares deep trauma stories early on. She's constantly texting, calling, or wanting your attention. She gets upset when you need space. She paints all her exes as villains. She plays the victim, always. If it feels like too much, too soon, trust your gut. Also, watch her behavior, not just her words. Does she respect your boundaries? Or does she find clever ways to cross them for your own good? Or because she loves you so much? That's manipulation. Okay, so how do you heal from this? If you've been through this kind of manipulation, please hear me. It is not your fault. These relationships are designed to confuse and trap you. Here are some steps to help you heal. Go. No contact. If you can, cut ties. Block her. Don't look at her social media. Don't give her access to you. Get educated. Learn everything you can about narcissistic abuse. Knowledge is power. Find a good therapist, especially one who understands trauma bonds. Reconnect with yourself. Do things that bring you joy, not just things she approved of. Talk it out. Join a support group, talk to trusted friends, or even leave comments below. You're not alone. Journal it. Write down what happened. It helps you make sense of it. Be gentle with yourself. Healing takes time. You might slip back into old thoughts. That's okay. Keep showing up for yourself. Final thoughts. Look, the female narcissist doesn't always show up how we expect. She might be the one who brought you soup when you were sick, sent you poetry, or cried with you over your childhood trauma. But if that connection came fast, felt overwhelming, and then started to twist into control, criticism, and confusion, that's not love. That's manipulation. You deserve real love. Steady love. Love that doesn't overwhelm you, confuse you, or break you down. And if you've been through this, just know you can heal, you can rebuild, and you are not alone. If you found this helpful, drop a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. We've got more real talk coming your way. Take care of yourself. See you next time.